Have you ever wondered how history measures time? This question may seem straightforward, but the answer is quite intricate. History spans a vast expanse of time, and to study it accurately, we need to measure it precisely. Now, how do we do that? Well, two methods are used most frequently: before Christ or BC, and Anno Domini or AD. These methods are centered around a pivotal event in human history: the birth of Jesus Christ. All events that happened before his birth are marked as BC, and those following his birth are categorized as AD. Let's paint a clearer picture with an example. Arahat Mahinda Thero, an eminent figure in Buddhist history, arrived in Sri Lanka 250 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. So we say that this event took place in 250 BC. Similarly, King Mahasen, known for constructing the Minaraya tank, began his reign in Sri Lanka 274 years after the birth of Jesus Christ. Hence, we consider that his rule started in 274 AD. These methods of timekeeping, BC and AD, provide us with a simple and universal way to date events in history. They help us put historical events into perspective, enabling us to understand their sequence and interrelation. However, these are not the only ways to measure historical time. Other methods like Buddhist Years and Saka Years were used in ancient India and Sri Lanka and are sometimes still referred to today. These systems, along with others, offer additional perspectives on historical timelines. But for now, let's keep our focus on the basics. The BC and AD system, despite its simplicity, is an effective tool for historians worldwide. It allows us to piece together the events of the past, providing us with a coherent and comprehensible timeline of human history. So the next time you read a date in a history book, remember, these aren't just random numbers. They are the result of centuries of human effort to measure and understand the passage of time. And that's the basics of time and history. These two methods, BC and AD, offer us a simple and universal way to date events in history. However, there are other methods used to measure time in history. Shifting our focus to the east, we find the Buddhist Years and Saka Years. These systems were widely used in ancient India and Sri Lanka, and still hold relevance today. The Buddhist calendar starts from the day of the Lord Buddha's demise, also known as Maha Parinibbana. While scholars may debate the exact year, it's generally accepted that this event occurred around 544 years before the birth of Jesus Christ, landing us in 544 BC. The Saka Years, on the other hand, represent a Hindu calendar system that began in 78 AD. This system was established by King Gauthamiputhra Sathakarni of Western India to commemorate his victory over the territories of the Saka people. Moving westward, we encounter the Hijri Years, a method employed by Muslims to mark time for their religious festivals. This system started in 622 AD, the year in which Prophet Mohammad, the leader of the Islam religion, made his journey from Mecca to the city of Madeena. Even today, these methods are not just relics of the past. They continue to be used in various parts of the world, particularly in religious contexts. The Buddhist and Saka Years, for instance, can be found in almanacs in India and Sri Lanka. The Hijri Years, meanwhile, are crucial in determining the dates of important Islamic events like Ramadan and Hajj. These alternative methods offer us different perspectives on historical time, reflecting the diversity of human cultures and religions. They remind us that the way we measure time is not universal but shaped by our cultural and religious contexts. And by understanding these different systems, we can gain a richer, more nuanced understanding of our shared history. So remember, whether it's BC, AD, Buddhist Years, Saka Years, or Hijri Years, they all play a role in how we understand and interpret the past. They are all pieces of the puzzle that is human history. These alternative methods offer us different perspectives on historical time, reflecting the diversity of human cultures and religions. Recent advancements have given us even more precise methods to measure historical time. Archaeological excavation, for instance, is a technique that involves digging the earth systematically to uncover artifacts and other materials from the past. As the earth is excavated, we see layers of soil, each layer representing a different period in history. Artifacts that have withstood the test of time are found within these layers, with more ancient items typically found deeper in the soil. In addition to this, there are laboratory techniques that help us calculate the ancient history of several 100,000 years. These methods involve analyzing the age of geological samples or artifacts using techniques such as radiocarbon dating or dendrochronology, which studies tree rings. These advanced techniques allow us to understand our past with incredible precision, bringing history to life in exciting new ways.